Chall, 2-1 win over Harrogate Town. What are your thoughts?
Really pleased. We've shown again great character to be behind and come back, and we're pretty comfortable in the end. Like I said, going 2-1 in front sometimes there's a tendency to sit back a little bit. In fairness, they changed the shape 2 or 3 times during the game. At some points it suited us, at some points we had to be a little bit different. I think we've shown our adaptability, if you like, and the fact that we've had to tinker with our system a little bit to cause them problems. But delighted to win. Like I say, sometimes you make changes that work, sometimes you make changes that don't work, but obviously making a tactical change at half time really has, and I think Brad's willingness to run in behind has changed the game for us and people. Sometimes you said to them there, sometimes that becomes infectious. If people want to run in behind and one does it, all of a sudden more people start doing it, and second half, like I say, we're a really real threat beyond them, which stretched the game, which allowed players then to take the ball shorter. And like I said, I thought we fully deserved to win.
As you say, Bradley came on at half time. How big an impact did he make?
Massive. Like I say, changed the game. Just with his willingness to work and to go beyond them and stretch them. Now we've spoken about it and we've worked on it this week about people making unselfish runs. But once he came on and started doing it, other people bought into it, which bought players more room. Now we could have been better. We could have been more clinical in made better decisions in the passes we made, but we had the game stretched, which forced them to change their shape and go 4-3-3, which again resulted in us scoring 2 goals. Obviously they brought some subs on and changed it a little bit, which again forced our hand a little bit, and we changed ours and went 4-4-2. But we saw out the game, I think really professionally. Apart from one cross that came in, aside from that, they didn't have a whole lot of effort on our goal. Whereas, again, first half, I thought we started the game really brightly for 10 minutes. Probably for them, they then got a grip of our system, if you like, and grew into the game. And I thought they were the better side for the rest of the half, I'm honest. And I'd hoped to get in to half time without conceding. That goal was sort of, although they weren't having lots of chances or ripping us apart, you just sensed that might be coming, and we've switched off from a free kick, and right before half time sometimes it's a bit of a kick in the teeth, but regardless it was a change we were going to make, and again potentially we'd have looked at introducing Brendan maybe earlier if we needed to chase the game, but like I say, to have them 2 back is a massive boost for us, and gives us lots of attacking options and lots of different ways to go.
How big a boost will it be going forward as well to have a fully fit squad?
Massive. Like I say, we've got a strong squad. I think you only have to look at the bench and the players that have missed out. Tony and Geno not involved, and Willow obviously still injured. So we have a really strong squad. And when you've got, like I say, the likes of Brendan, Brothers, Blinks, Richie Baker, Hughesy, that potential and firepower to bring on as a manager, it's great, and that's why we brought them to the club. Difficult decisions for us, but like I say, every decision we make we'll justify it as honestly as we can. Sometimes it's a good feeling, sometimes it's based around performances, sometimes, like I say, your hand is sort of played for you, and you have to make them decisions whether it's based around injury or suspension or whatever else not. But like I say, we need everyone fit, especially the games have turned around a little bit now, and you're looking at Saturday fixtures, but certainly around Christmas, again, the more fixtures sort of kick in, games will inevitably be called off and whatever else not. So our squad will be called upon, and we need to make sure everyone's fit, raring to go, and want to go in and put in a shift when they get in there. I think that's like I say, the big thing, another big thing to come out today. Like I say, we've been behind a lot of times this year, and we've shown great resolve, great character, a reaction to what we've asked them to do, and been good enough and strong enough to come out the other side, which is again, as a manager, is massively pleasing.
Would you say that today was another day where you had to grind out the result?
You're always going to have to grind out results because it's a difficult league. Teams aren't going to roll over and let you play. Teams know how we play. I think we've added a little bit more steeliness to us this season. Excuse me. And it's always going to be tough. managers, again, any manager worth a salt will be looking to sort of come here or put a game plan together to try and stop us. As similarly as we are, whoever we play against, we'll always look at teams' strengths and weaknesses and know what we've got to do to stop other teams, as well as concentrating on what we do. So I'm not daft enough to think any games are going to be easy. Have we ground out a result? I suppose we have, because we've been 1 goal behind, but we've produced some quality, enough quality to get us through again. Can we play better? I'll always think we can, because I'm a perfectionist, but I'm also a realist as well. We've done really well. We're in a good position. Yes, we know we need to improve, but like I say, there's certain things that I want to see from us that have been things that have occurred more than once, should we say, or regularly this season, and they're the big things. If we can cut them out, then we'll be fine. And they're all things that, no matter what the teams do, they can't affect us. So whether it be recovery runs, whether it be as a back four trying to squeeze up the pitch, different things. But again, your opposition won't affect that. We've got to look at ourselves and make sure as a group there are things that we do and we get better at, and we'll continue to work on them, because, like I say, we're still work in progress. There's much more to come.
And just finally, James Hardy, called up to England to see in the week, scores the winning goal today. Everything he touches turns to gold at the moment.
Yeah, James is doing well again. First half, he's on the periphery of it, and we spoke at half time. We've players in the team who make us probably a little bit more vulnerable defensively. James obviously falls into that category, so it's important that when he gets on the ball, he produces. It's difficult at the minute because, again, without doubt, eventually he'll end up in a more central area. But sometimes in there, it gets a bit congested and leaves him open to getting a bit of a boot, if I'm honest. So we try and protect him a little bit by starting him in a wide area, but he's a freedom to go and affect the game, and he does that. Again, we've spoken about bringing goals to his game. He's had a great chance just before he scored, where he's, I'd say, hit the keeper rather than the keeper saved it, really. Another opportunity where he's got in, and then he obviously got his goal, which I didn't see because I was making a toilet break. So, but he's obviously got him behind and slid the ball through, and I believe rounded the keeper. So it's something we spoke about making forward runs. So that's pleasing, and like I say, he deserves everything he gets. He's a level-headed kid. He'll continue to work. He knows he's far from the finished article, but he's made big steps in a short period of time, and he'll continue to improve.